The final word.
The final word.
Revenge week. Let's go, man.
Let's go. Oh, man, let's go, man.
Come on, baby.
Here we go.
Here we
Revenge
go.
week, man.
Revenge. Looking for revenge.
I mean, Dak is 2-0 in the regular season and gets him, so you feel me? It ain't really revenge. We be kicking their ass in the regular season. We just got to do it in the playoffs.
Yeah. But he done made it personal now, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you know, they try to
they
make
made
it
it
personal. So let's make it personal back. You feel me?
Yeah.
Personal.
Yes, indeed.
Give it to me.
I ain't even
Tell
lie.
me.
It is personal.
It's personal. They
It's
done made it personal. Even got the little kids. You know we see grown folks arguing, and the little kids say, "Leave my daddy alone. Leave my daddy alone." I'm the Eagles. I'm the Washington. They got them talking now.
Yeah.
It's a fight between grown men. We on a different quest. We on a quest for 6. They on a quest for 1, 2. One of them on a quest for 4. Come on now.
Yeah, we gotta keep them Niners away, big dog. We gotta keep them boys
in a
away.
different game right now, baby. Come on.
The final word.
Talk that talk. Damn, Law.
Damn.
I like us going against San Fran. It bring out a different type of Law.
Dog, I'm ready for them boys, man. I'm ready for them boys.
I'm really sick of it. Like I'm
sick of it too.
I'm gonna tell you, I was cool, Law, until I listening to your show today. Oh my God, bro. I was getting so mad as you was playing all them clips, bro, of what they've been saying about us.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
We not this. We off enough. You know what I'm saying? We like we a bunch of marshmallows, man. Like we done went up there and played the Jets with some marshmallow swap. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
disrespectful.
And
it's
see those
lies.
rainbows in the chat. Bang bang rainbow game. Put the rainbows in the chat. Let me see them taste the rainbow.
Say, man, because it's lies, man.
Lies, man. They act like Christian McCaffrey ran 200 yards on the last.
No, they still be on this Brock Purdy. You know your bro just hit me up and told me to ask about is Brock is still a pumpkin. Hell yeah, he is. We're going to make him a pumpkin Sunday.
Yes, indeed. Turn him into a real pumpkin.
Team don't go through him.
McCaffrey?
Twin, no.
Team go through McCaffrey. Not.
Don't
go through
McCaffrey.
It go through McCaffrey. It don't go through no damn Brock Purdy.
That whole offense, McCaffrey, man.
Just like the whole offense for the Giants was Saquon. Now they see how he looked after he's gone, huh?
Like you said, you saw what we did last year. We shut down McCaffrey last year. It wasn't no Brock Purdy that beat us. It wasn't no Brock Purdy that beat us. We beat ourselves.
Let's go. Enough is enough.
Let's go, man.
I can't even wait no more, man. I'm not even gonna wait for this countdown. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Let's go. That's what I need to be hearing Sunday, Micah. Let's go. Yeah.
I just wanna run it up.
All I want
to check us out. I've been really in the field, let up.
Come on.
I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah.
Kinda check us out. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Yeah.
Count it up.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe. Got blues inside.
Come on.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play. Charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T-Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with A, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me.
Let's go.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Yeah.
Yo.
Ooh, look at OC right on time.
Right on
OC
time.
right on time. OC right on. You know it's got to be 40. You know it's got to be 49ers week if OC on here on time. It's 49ers week. You know if OC here on time, it's 49ers week.
Let's go.
Man, I'm trying to do better, man. Trying to do my best, man. Oh.
Yeah, my boy got a lot going on, man. He got all his kids super cold.
He got right.
Yeah.
So he got 4 active kids. And then he like
Doing
a
the
Jamaican
damn
when he
thing.
work.
Doing the darn thing.
He like a Jamaican. He be having like 20 hustles.
Hey, in 2023, you gotta have 20 hustles.
You better.
Sure.
Yeah.
For real.
No, that's for real. If you ain't
it.
going from one hustle to the next, you tripping big football.
Yeah.
Let's go, man. Hey,
Here we go.
Come on with it.
I love hearing that. I ain't even really talking about them Patriots. We slaughtered them. Gave Bill Belichick his worst loss in his whole career. So I'm cool with that. I'm ready for these Niners, man. We're 2-0 against them in the regular season, 0-2 against them in the playoffs. We remember 2021 and we remember 2023 last year. We felt like we had the best chance last year, a better chance because of the way our defense played. Shut them down pretty much the whole game. And like I said, I feel like we just shot ourselves in the foot that game. We had the major injury to Tony Pollard. We really didn't. I felt like when we talked about Kellen Moore was kind of already mentally checked out and he was already ready to do his thing. And I think that maybe had a little problems with it. But as I said before, I'm ready for this game. We're going to talk about these Niners, identify what we need to do to really stop them. I think they have some weakness on the right side, particularly right guard and right tackle. We know the offense goes through Christian McCaffrey. He's the leading ball carrier. He's the leading rusher. He's the leading touchdown for running backs. So we know the offense goes through him. Brock Purdy is only 48% under pressure. So when you put pressure on him, he doesn't play so well. So let's go after them. Let's make them one-dimensional like we did last year. McCaffrey only had 35 yards on 10 carries. We saw what our defense did, but we know our linebackers, Damone Clark, Marquise Bell, we know LVE. They play better in this Patriots game, but they're going to have to play extraordinary. Stay disciplined. Study. Law said last week, are they studying? We need you to really study because they do a lot of that motioning to kind of throw you off. They try to go through McCaffrey. They try to, hit you off. But we got to wrap up with our linebackers, and they have to play sound, disciplined football. Stay in your gaps. Stay disciplined. Because if you shut down McCaffrey, I like our chances when they have to rely on Brock Purdy.
Man, that was a great breakdown and analysis of everything you just said, man. I would love to hear your feedback on cons and pros of the last game. But if you want to continue to move on and go right into the 49ers talk, you already know, man, you feel just like I felt in 1994, right? And that was a PI on my guy, Michael Irvin. I would never let that go. So I'm still holding that heavy to my heart because I felt like that we should have won that game. See, I'm holding on to some old stuff versus those 49ers. So I always look at it personally.
Yep.
And I know these new age fans that say, hey, let's not talk bad about the Niners. Bull sugar, man. I'm going to talk my stuff about the Niners because right now, as an all-time record, they are 19-19-1 versus us. And this is a real type of thing. This is a real balled enough fish throwing stuff at each other because that's how me and my brother grew up. We didn't like each other when it was hate week, and that's just how it is. So if the Cowboys want to win this game, this will be the game of war of attrition. Of course, we need everybody to stay healthy, but this is also a game of down in the trenches. Last week, we saw a great tape on Damone Clark shooting down the field, shooting through the A-gap, getting a tackle for loss. We saw a willingness tackler out of Leighton Vander Esch, and what they call him the wolf hugger, and he's coming down, scooping up the fumble and scoring. So we like that. We saw the growth aspect of Deron Bland, and even with this plan of action heading into this week, I can't wait to see what Bland is going to do. And I hope they line him up on Brandon Ayuk. And I hope that, whatever they do with the other wide receiver, I know that my guy Stephon Gilmore going to do his thing. This is a game that if we make those boys one-dimensional and force Brock Purdy to win the game, it's already will be over with because we are going to do just that to Brock Purdy. Cause him to throw the ball back to us and give the ball back to this efficient level of offense. That's my thoughts of it.
Yeah, so as it relates to San Francisco, outside of the Cleveland, the Ravens, and then the Miami Dolphins, I'd probably say they're the top 3-4 team in the league. And so they're a much better team than the Patriots. And I'm not completely sold offensively that we're really ready to go. The offense in terms of execution and red zone recognition and play calls has to improve versus this San Francisco 49ers defense. They're going to put the most amount of pressure that Dak Prescott has faced so far this season. As it relates to the defense, this is about recognition and physicality. They're going to have to recognize and diagnose the plays, diagnose the shifts, the motions, maintain gap integrity, and more importantly than anything else, have a commitment to being completely physical versus this offensive scheme for the San Francisco 49ers. If we can do that, we got a shot. But I'm going to tell you something, guys. We got to clean up this red zone efficiencies. We have to have better play execution, and we have to close the show when we get inside the red zone.
Well, because we go talk about specifically how to beat them and why we go beat them, because I feel very confident that we're getting ready to beat them. I can't wait till we talk about that. But I first want to talk about the personal side. Personally, I'm like angry this week. It didn't even hit me till today. Like, I was chilling until I watched Lost Show, bro. I was not even pissed. I was just like, yeah, we finna whoop them. I was calm. But then I was listening to Law was playing what everybody been saying and how they been talking about us like we soft. And I was like, wait, the Dallas Cowboys was the physical team in the playoffs. Like, Debo quit. Like, yeah, bro. Christian McCaffrey did nothing in the playoffs, bro. So, what's up with this disrespect? And it just started pissing me off. And see, I'm being honest. I just want to talk about the personal side before we get into the football. I'm just sick of people hating on my city and my team, bro. I'm like sick of it, bro.
Talk to 'em.
It's like, say, bro, like, and I'm just being honest. I just can't stand haters. And I can't stand when you lying too, bro. It's like, wait,
Richard Sherman.
Yeah, Richard Sherman. Man, I don't even want to say their names because I want people to click on them, bro. I'm for real. And I was like, y'all football men, y'all know better. So I am happy that they doing it though, because I guarantee if it's pissing me off, how is it not pissing off the Dallas Cowboys right now? How are our guys not pissed right now? Because I'm guaranteeing we finna whoop these boys, man. So for anybody, see, let me tell y'all something. See, a lot of people don't like my type of swag. They say, I'm telling you who I am. I'm a Joe Namath type. I'm a Muhammad Ali type. I tell you we gonna whoop you, and then we whoop you. That's my style. See, some of y'all like to be I'm a soft stick and I hit hard. Nah, that's your style. My style is, I'm telling you, we getting ready to whoop, because I know my team, bro, and I'm telling you, they feel disrespected. And it is very disrespectful what they doing. And stop using us as a fake punching bag for your cheap views. It's disrespectful, and I just can't stand it. And at some point, I want us to shut everybody up. And I'm dead serious about that.
And it starts this weekend on Sunday night, prime time for your mind. It starts now, man. Yeah. Because I'm tired of this labeling of us being this soft tier team, man. Of us being this cotton soft Dallas Cowboys team. D-Law, there's not a person on this planet that will walk up to D-Law and say he's soft. You know, J-Rock, there's not a person. We put the clamps down on Kittles. They had to end up giving him an illegal play in order for him to get open in that game. Let me know if I'm lying. Let me know if I'm
You ain't
lying.
lying.
So yeah, they had to put him inside, and then he snuck out, and Neville Gallimore trailed him up the field because my guy J-Rock was doing his thing. So look, hey, all of this stuff, and one thing I'm gonna tell y'all for certain, this dude DaRon Bland, he ain't soft at all. He ain't bland at all. His name is Bland, but he definitely ain't that. And he's one of the most physical corners we got right now on this team. And hey, I'm gonna let my guy, the OC, he haven't spoke his mind yet. So go ahead and do your thing, man.
Man, look, well, you're right on spot when you talk about DaRon Bland and talk about the physicality of this defense in the secondary. And I think that's going to be the difference in the game. I think that in terms of them being able to throw the ball on us, man, I think, man, look, throw at your own risk, Purdy. Put that ball up in the air. Unless it's a short check down or something like that, you better not be trying to go deep. If you put that ball up in the air, we must go take it. I'm going to tell you that. I'm very confident about that. And I'm going to tell you, too, defensively speaking, man, look, if they get behind in this game, and this is the master formula for the Dallas Cowboys and what has been a master formula all year. If we get up in this game, it's lights out. If we get up by 10 or more in this game, it's lights out. Because the thing about the offense that I will say, to Mike McCarthy's credit, methodically, he does play complementary football. He knows how to put together and sustain drives and milk 5 and 8 and 10 minutes off that clock. And I'm telling you, we play keep away, and if we get up in a game, baby, it's going to be lights out versus San Fran. I will tell you that.
Ooh, woo! And once we get to the 45, we in scoring range. That kicker, they truly believe in that kicker. You see, the last time we played the Niners, we didn't have that kicker. Oh, excuse me, the last time we played the Niners, we didn't have a Terrence Steele. We didn't have a Tony Pollard. We had a guy that was the 6th option for us the previous year to be our number 2 option, and his name was Noah Brown. And on top of that, we had a 33-year-old guy named T.Y. Hilton out there. And all we had was CeeDee Lamb. And can somebody tell me what CeeDee Lamb did that time? He had 10 receptions over north of 100 yards. Now, hey, now we got a more healthier, not a limping Michael Gallup. We got a Gallup that can gallop now, baby. So y'all be ready for this, Cowboy Nation. We gonna hit them death with 1,000 cuts and play their own game at them, and we gonna do it better, baby, because that's just what we do. Come on with it.
Yeah, and I'm still petty.
Go ahead.
I promise we gonna talk about football and big. I got you after
Keep
this.
going. Keep going.
I'm still on petty though, bro. Because I see what's going on, man. Like, why we can't even have a discussion about our rival without all these jersey swappers jumping in our fight.
Yeah.
I can't send one tweet about this rivalry that we have without different teams, especially Philly, jumping in and putting on red. So it's like, nah, bro. It's like, I'm sick of all of this, bro. I'm especially sick of you, Philly. I'm real sick of all of y'all, because to me, most of y'all lames. Like, cause I'm gonna tell y'all, and I mean this, it is no way possible that Boss Cowboy is gonna spend a whole bunch of time talking about who Philly getting ready to play.
No way.
It's not happening. It would never happen. You never go see me concentrating on what going on with Philly's opponent. But they are very comfortable jumping in on our lap like a cheap stripper. You know? Mm-hmm. Like an ugly stripper. I'm gonna say it like that, like an ugly stripper, because you know how the ugly strippers are.
And he get mad because he ain't tipping.
Kids in the car, bro. Hold on.
Got the kids.
The PG-13.
Hold on, man.
The 13 version.
I'm sorry, kids. Uncle Marcus. God, I can't.
Man, you just don't stop apologizing. You just a bad uncle. Stop apologizing. You just a bad uncle, man. Go ahead, man.
Boy, I tell you, that illustration was finna be real. I'm gonna shut it down. Big is on you.
Well, I mean,
Riggs. Sorry, kids.
I mean, For me, I mean, San Francisco's my second most hated team behind the Washington Commanders. So, I mean, it's always personal. I seen these games since the '70s, bro. I seen that catch. I seen the catch live, like I was watching it. You feel me? I seen them Niners back and forth games, not just them 90 games. I seen them 80 games when they was real too. You feel me? When they had the Joe Montanas and those guys back then. So it's definitely personal. And then, you know, these San Francisco Niners got this chip on their shoulders, and they forget that we was kicking their butts for a while. Okay, they just started winning again. We were stomping the Niners for years, stomping them. And now all of a sudden they win a few games, and now their chest is out. So they got some nerves to talk about us. Y'all chest just started coming out because we just started smacking y'all. So it's all good. I'm ready to get with them. But I just want to jump on this thing, boss, that you was talking about with these Eagles. Y'all got issues. Y'all are weirdos, in my opinion.
Weird.
Eagles fans are weirdos because guess what? As long as I've been on Twitter, and I don't like Twitter, as long as I've been on Twitter, nobody was ever talking about Dallas like y'all. Y'all talk about us every damn day. You know who you certain people are. You're probably watching this show right now, ready to talk. As soon as we get up off here, y'all stalkers, y'all stalk pages. Right. All y'all do is keep our names in your mouth. I'll be doggone. I said doggone. Didn't say the bad word. OC. So I'm good. Man. But you tell us, dog. There's no way I would be retweeting Philadelphia Eagles on my Dallas Cowboys page.
No way.
There is no way that I am retweeting you Eagles on my page. That's disgusting. Now, I might try. I might troll here and there, but you know why I troll here and there? Because I get tired of y'all talking so much, I just explode and I just start talking about y'all uncontrollably because I'm tired of it. You feel me? I get tired of hearing y'all. So then I'll just start rambling on my page because I just got to get it out because I can't go on my page one day on Twitter and not hear y'all talking about us. You have a weird obsession, but the thing is, the weird obsession has been so long because y'all been doing it since the beginning of time. Y'all been doing it since the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Y'all always talk about Dallas. And once again, y'all have beat Dallas week. That says it all to me. You're weirdos because we will never in life have beat Philly week. Never.
Oh, right. Well, you know what it is, though, y'all. A rivalry supposed to be something like what we and the Niners got, right? 19-19-1.
We own them.
Competitive. You win one time. I win one time. You win one time. I win one time. We do that. The record for the Cowboys versus the Eagles is 73-55. You know what I'm saying? So that's not even close. And then you can't sit back and say, well, let's start since 2000. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they always like to do.
You moving the thing. And then now all of a sudden you hear how they do this now, this play. Like, hey, man, your quarterback throw a lot of interceptions. Now, that was last year, right? Last year. So now they saying, well, we're going to talk about this year, right? Because last year we couldn't use the previous years of Dak Prescott, right? Because they said we're talking about this year. So now I look it up. Their quarterback got 3 to 4 interceptions, a fumble, and all of that stuff. And yes, they are 4-0, but they struggled in every single game they played. Look, we relaxed in that doggone Giants game. We relaxed in that Jets game. We lost to the Cards, and you're going to lose some, you know. But then it's all about when you get punched, can you get back up again? And we blow the doors out of the Patriots 38-3, and they struggle fest against the Patriots. Perfect. So there's two different worlds, man. We're on the quest for 6. They're on the quest for 2. That's 2 different lanes there, baby. And that's what makes us the separation. The 73 wins to their 55 or 53. Look, this is not even a god doggone contest, man. Come on, man.
3, 2, 1, drop it. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Those grills drop it hard.
Let's go.
Man, Lord have mercy.
Get out. Man, let me jump on this gravy train real quick, man. Look, to all these Eagles fans that do not have faces and tweet nasty tweets to me, please stop. At least put your face on your profile and don't be a strange, annoying person. Here's the truth about the Eagles, man, and these fanboys. Check this out. The Eagles are scared. They're just scared.
Ooh.
They want us
That's
to
why they
lose
talk so much.
to make themselves feel like that they have a chance to be successful when they play us. Here's the reality. They know that they lost most of their star players. Look, they know that they don't stand a chance versus the Cowboys. We're better. And we said this at the end of last year. We're better than you. And we're going to be better next year. And we're better right now. And you know you're not as good. You know you're not as good. And that's why you're hoping and wishing and praying and lobbying and setting up festivals and cookouts, hoping that the Cowboys lose a game because you're scared. It's okay, admit it. Tweet me. Just say, OC, I'm scared. And I'll say, you know what? I respect you now because you told me the truth about the matter that we know you're scared. Admit you're scared.
You some scared. Your kids still with you, man, because I want to go off.
Yeah,
I want to go
off. No, they out. They out.
Oh,
they
man.
Out.
All right, I'm staying on Petty. I can't get off Petty, bro. I can't. I'm going to stay on Petty. We going to talk football, but listen, y'all, I got to stay on Petty just for a little while longer. You know, I'm glad you said that, OC, because I thought about this today. I swear, I'm so glad you said that, because I was trying to figure out how to say this, but now you open the door.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to tell everybody, don't argue with people with no profiles.
Yeah, true that.
Because I'm going to tell you, when you think about people with no profiles, this is what I thought today as I was thinking about this. I said a person that don't have the courage to put their face on their words is like the KKK. See, because what you're trying to do is you already establish yourself to do damage, just like the KKK, and you put a face that nobody gonna know who you really are, so you can walk amongst us and we don't know that you the enemy. So I'm not ever, nor should I, or none of us should ever engage anybody who don't have the courage to put a face by what you put on your words. So all you fake profile Philly fans, you might as well put a white sheet over your head because you're a coward, just like the KKK.
Man, you cut deep to the white meat.
Man, I'm telling you, man,
I
got some more petty. Just let me keep going. I got some more.
Now give me that other story you was going to say. You know, the kid's gone, right?
Which one? Oh, the stripper, the ugly stripper. All right, so no kids. Listen, y'all.
The hairy legs.
Let me give everybody a disclaimer because I know I got preachers and everything that listen. On game week, put your kids up. Don't watch the final word with your kids this week. I'm just letting you know. It's kind of this is fight week for us. So don't be mad if you know what I'm saying, because you had your kids watching us, because I'm finna say something. All right. So like, for those of us who's ever indulged in a strip club, I have.
The gentleman clubs.
The gentleman club. Okay.
Yeah.
We've all been in that situation where you see one across the room and you'll say, "Wow, that's the one." You get your dollars out. You get them ready. I'm waiting on that one right there. And right when you thinking it's on its way, and she on her way, some old ugly stripper. Am I lying though? Am I lying? Am I telling the truth? OC like, oh,
the twin.
Don't tell the truth right now. Oh, I can't tell the truth about ugly strippers and the dilemma of being in a gentleman's club. Oh, I can't tell the truth. And so then this is what happens. Big got that embarrassing. Everybody that got a woman, y'all want to be real. So I'm gonna just tell you,
man. I don't.
See, you talking that single man talk.
Don't do that.
You talking that single man talk. That's the thing. You talking that single.
But you relate. But you still relate. You still relate.
Don't throw boo thing in there. I'm scared.
Somebody grab her.
Talk about it.
Somebody grab her.
Special K.
What my guy said. What my guy boss is saying, because my brother he's the twin maker. He's in the chat, man, and just put the preference on it. And I think Cole Cowboy watching, down there at Jackson State, at Jackson, Mississippi, you go to Centerfold, and Centerfold used to have the ones with the bullet wounds and the scratch marks and the cesarean, the C-section that goes up. You know what I'm saying?
And then, Law, this is the worst part. They get in the way of the one you want.
Well, get out the way.
Get out the way. I Go get her. Go get her. Get stretch marks. And listen, I ain't got no problem with stretch marks. But you shouldn't be a stripper. Come on now. You shouldn't be a stripper. Stop. You got to have a certain. Hey, there are certain qualifications for this job. There are certain qualifications.
Stretch marks ain't that bad.
Come on.
No, I'm with it. I'm with the stretch marks. But listen, let me tell you something. Don't you get in this line of work. I'm telling you something, because I want her. Hey, and so I said I went the long way to say we want San Fran this week.
Yeah.
Right. So we got revenge on our mind. That's the stripper we want to. That's the one we like. I want to. Yeah, but in a bad way.
Not the one with the bullet wounds. You know what I'm saying?
Then Philly show up with they won Super Bowl, the ugly stripper. Man, you ain't gonna get no lap dance. Get away. You not a rival. You're not a rival. Get away. Get away. You are an ugly stripper, Philly. Get out. This fight ain't got nothing to do with you. You listen, Philly. You got one ring. You don't belong in this conversation. I know y'all like to say since 2000 and all this other shit. No. This is a grown man, big boy conversation between San Fran and Dallas. Okay? And see, let me tell y'all something, because I'm still feeling petty.
It's an evil world we live in.
I'm still feeling petty, y'all. I'm telling the truth. See, and then Philly so thirsty. You know what they do? They go out there and reach for them old rings that they got before the Super Bowl era. They really go try to talk about them rings.
Championships.
World titles, man.
We gonna talk about football.
We're gonna talk about football, but they keep bringing it up, man. Yeah. We were singing "We Shall Overcome" when they got those. Man. We shall overcome.
The game wasn't even segregated.
1933.
Yeah, they didn't even have face masks. They didn't even have face masks.
Blacks wasn't even able to play football when they got the championship.
It was, and there was no face mask.
There was no face mask. But we got 15 rings, man. Come on, man.
Man, say, listen. Oh man. All right, so we gonna talk football now. Man. Listen.
All right, come on with it.
This was a rough day, y'all. This was a rough day on Twitter, man. It had me in my feelings, bro. I'm out here thinking about the KKK and everything, bro. You know I was in my feelings. All right. Football. You
know it was a bad day. You went from the KKK to talking about ugly strippers. I mean, there's nowhere else for us to go now, boss. I mean, you covered the whole gamut.
I got more petty. I got more petty. I can listen. I got about 3 more. Yeah, I'm full today. I'm full of petty, bro. Trust me. Trust me.
Side teeth matters, man. Come on,
man. Say. Come on, man. All right. Football.
All right, good. Go ahead.
Big.
Football.
Yeah.
How we gonna be feeling?
You mean not the Niners?
Niners.
Well, as I said before, I really been checking, like I said, boss. Looking at their offensive line, and the biggest thing, our defense, right? Our defense shut them down. That's how we're really going to beat them. But I think, honestly, how we're going to really beat these Niners, Dak Prescott. I really feel like this is a Dak Prescott game. Dak Prescott is going to have to make some big passes in this game, okay? Because they got great linebacker play in Greenlaw and Warner, and they got another guy on their squad as well. They got some great linebackers, and they focus those linebackers. We like to throw that short game, right? So those linebackers are going to be suing. So Dak Prescott's going to have to make some big throws. I'm not saying he's going to have that 300-yard game, but he is going to have to make some throws in this game to really take us over the top. I think he's going to be the difference. I feel like a lot of things are going to counteract each other. Our defense, their offense, a lot of things are going to counteract it, but it's going to come down to me, in my opinion, of beating them is Dak Prescott. Now, our defense, when I was talking about some of their weaknesses, y'all, one of their weaknesses that, like I seen, that we can really exploit is Spencer Buford and Colton McKivitz. Both of them, between them, have 19 pressures between them, 4 penalties, and 5 sacks given up. And in particular, I watched Spencer, who's number 74, who is the right guard, right? And you have DeMarcus Lawrence on that side, and plus, you move Micah everywhere. he has a big problem with missing blocks, putting his head down, lunging. We can really attack their front. Obviously, they got Trent Williams, but everybody else across that line is suspect.
Banks good though. Banks good. The left guard, he's really good.
Yeah, he's good, but I'm talking about that right side. The center, the right guard, and the right tackle are weaknesses. We can attack that, okay? Brandon Ayuk, he's like got 17 catches, 20 receptions. He's averaging like 18. He's got like averaging like 18 yards a catch. Really going to have to really take it to him. Obviously, they got Deebo Samuels, but we really got to wrap him up in the run game. I think they're going to really try to run with him again, and they're really going to try to get Brandon Ayuk. Obviously, they got Kittles, but they really try to work the middle. If you look at Brock Purdy, his majority of his completions and his highest percentages working that middle. They love to work that middle. So what does that mean, boss? Damone Clark, LVE, those guys have to play good, sound football, especially in that middle. If we can shut that middle down, get a lot of pressure on that right side, shut down McCaffrey, Dak Prescott make big plays, we're going to win the game. But I really think it's going to come down to Dak Prescott really just showing how good of a quarterback he is, y'all. We know Dak Prescott is a damn good quarterback. I know I'm going to see it, but I really want him to shut up the naysayers in this game. I ain't going to lie. I want Dak Prescott to shut up naysayers in this game.
Big, I'm going to push back just a little.
Go ahead. I'm ready.
Just a little bit. And this might not even be pushback. But on Dak.
And use his legs too. Dak got to run.
Agree.
Let me finish this.
Yeah.
This game, I wouldn't mind seeing Dak carrying the ball 10 times. I wouldn't mind seeing that, okay? Because he's going to get pressure. You got Bosa that's going to be on Terrence Steele's side, right? We love Terrence Steele, but he's not the greatest in pass pro. He's not. We know on the left tackle, if Tyron Smith is not playing and you got Ndogo over there, there's going to be pressure coming out there. We feel good on the inside as long as Zach Martin and Smith are doing their thing, but that pressure is going to be coming on the outside. So, Dak, please, I know you want to scan the field, but if you see an opening, run the damn ball. Dak's got to run the ball. When he sees an opening and nothing's there, run. If it's got to be more than one time, run. But this, to me, comes down to Dak Prescott in this game.
I think it does come down to – no, I don't. Okay, I said like this. I think boring Dak is the key to this game. Boring Dak, and I want Dak to be boring as hell this game. I want safe throws. I don't want him trying to thread no needles on this defense. I don't want him taking chances. And I think we can beat this team.
So we're not going to be aggressive?
In the inside the red zone, yeah. Dak keeper, you can do.
Are we not going to be aggressive? I don't like that. I want Dak to be aggressive.
I'm with you, but
I mean, we had 4 visits in the red zone.
We need to be aggressive. We need to be aggressive this whole damn game, y'all.
I don't think we got to be aggressive at all.
I don't. Why not?
Because I think this key to this game is a clean game. I think if whoever's the cleanest, I think is gonna win this game, and this gonna come down to who biggest stars make the best plays. You know what I mean?
Well, isn't Dak one of our star?
And I want Dak to go for it. Now, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I want Dak to go for it, but I don't want him to be risky. I want him to let the game come to him. I don't want him to force it. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because I feel like with San Fran.
But I gotta give you pushback. I don't.
No,
mean
hold on.
to
let me
cut you
finish
off,
my
boss.
point, and I heard.
Okay.
So I feel like with San Fran, this is gonna be totally different than Kellen Moore. Real quick, let me just show what I said on Twitter, and I meant this, and then I'm gonna sum it up, and then we'll finish debating this out. I said this on Twitter. I said the 2 times the Cowboys played San Fran, it was the Kellen Moore's no identity system versus San Fran D coordinators. Now would be the Dallas best players on offense versus San Fran weakest links. Mm-hmm. Because that's what Mike McCarthy's going to do. Just like what did he do when Gonzalez went down? He went right at that weak link and scored 6 with it. I want us to get them type of points. You see what I'm saying? I don't want them points to where you're trying to throw it at Wagner. I want you to go at the nickel. I want you to go at the Anthony Brown over there. And take those points as they come. That's in my opinion. That don't mean we not aggressive. You can still be aggressive, but be smart with the football. But I think because we gonna be targeting playmakers, we can trust that we go get our opportunities and just let it come. That's what I'm saying.
I don't go against that. But let me just say this right
ahead,
quick, OC, and you got it. I don't disagree with what you're saying, but we need to have an aggressive game plan, much like you did the Patriots. That was, to me, you had Bill Belichick, who had a week to prepare. We know he's a mastermind in preparation, right? We know he's a defensive guy. So I wanted to see aggressiveness. And what did I see? I saw a lot of passing on first and second down. Remember, we talked about, he said himself, in hindsight, even though they were playing this type of defense, I still should have been more aggressive on first and down with passing. I saw that in this game against the New England Patriots, and I liked it. We moved the ball right down the field. I want to see that. I don't want us to see on first down runs with Tony Pollard doing crashes and dives. I don't want to see that. We've seen that, and to me, it's not a good formula. Let's come out there, be aggressive. You don't have to force things, but you can come out with an aggressive game plan on a first and second down. You can throw the ball, get your playmakers involved early. Like you said, we got more playmakers now. We got Brandon Cooks. We got a healthy Michael Gallup. And don't sleep on Jalen Tolbert this game.
Right.
Jalen Tolbert might make some sneaky plays in this game. So keep your mind, we got a whole bevy of playmakers now, so let's use those guys. Let's not get conservative and say, oh, Tony Pollard first down up the middle, straight up the gap. That's not going to win this type of game for me, in my opinion. Now, I don't need Dak to throw for 400 yards, but I definitely like to see Dak around that 250 range,
2 touchdowns,
250, 260, even maybe a 270 type. I want to see that type of game, and I want to see the yards per average around that 7. So the down and distance, right? I want to see us getting first and second and threes. You feel me? Nothing wrong with getting a first down on a first down. You feel me? That's the type of aggressiveness I want. And please, you saw Hunter Lukey when we put him in the red zone. He put that foot in the ground and scored.
Right.
Hunter Lukey, I don't think the moment's going to be too big for him. He needs to get some carries. He needs to get some passes out the backfield. Get him involved, because as I made this point, Tony Pollard compared to Christian McCaffrey, I know they might be different, but Tony Pollard is second to McCaffrey in carries, right? He's averaging 4 yards a carry, but his yards after contact are only like 2.5. I think it's like the lowest in his career, all right? And so what I'm saying is he having that wiggle right now? Let's take a little bit of pressure off of him and use all our weapons and not say, let's be relying on Tony Pollard left and Tony Pollard right.
I'm with you. And actually, after hearing you out, we're not saying really nothing different. Really.
Right. I think that is too.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
I think it's two versions of being aggressive, because I think that the way we were aggressive last year was without a plan, a procedure, without a scheme or a purpose. Going 2nd and 2 empty inside your own 20, throwing the ball, that is considered quasi-aggressive, right? But it wasn't with a strategy plan. And I think that what you guys are both saying the same thing. We technically, the 4-letter, the 3-letter networks, they got it all mixed up, because they think that the death of 1,000 cuts is a horrible thing, and that Mike McCarthy's system is a horrible thing. We attack the Jets the proper way. Hit them underneath, and then eventually they will cave, and we end up getting 30 points out of it. That style and brand and caliber of defense is the same way that the Niners play, but the Niners may have better personnel. So we're going to have to attack still in the same fashion and attack their weak points. Just because you see Fred Warner out there, it doesn't mean that say, hey, I want to be aggressive and I want to attack Fred Warner. No, you attack the other. You attack Greenlaw, because Law, he's not a cover corner like Fred. So you got to learn. And Talano, he's a guy that's a heat-seeking missile, but you can use his aggressions against him, and that means put a tight end over him, and this should be a game that my guy Jake Ferguson can eat off of. So you attack aggressively, but with smart plan and procedures. It may be boring Dak for the first quarter or second quarter, but let Dak be hero Dak in the third and fourth. But if you play the game the proper way, this will be a dub for us because you plan the field, and on top of that, in your back pocket, you got to know that you got to, at least if you get to the 45, that's points. Aubrey got a leg.
Facts. Oh, man.
Yeah, man, I think it's layers to this conversation, and I don't think it's just one straight formula. I think that, on one side of this thing, look, on the defense for the San Francisco 49ers, they have some guys that can make plays. It's no doubt about it. So it's an element of respect your opponent here. It's also an element of understanding that you will get some physical defeats. And so, to me, this is a thing about picking your shots. And this really will come down to how well can Mike McCarthy scheme, him and Schottenheimer scheme versus this defense to take advantage of mismatches and openings. Because you're not going to have openings every play. You're going to have to take advantage of the openings and the mismatches with good route combinations, with good play calling and great timing, all right? And so if you do that, then I think that you're in a really, really good position. Let me get my light back up. And then if you don't, then at the end of the day, man, it's going to be tough. Also, defensively speaking, guys, at the end of the day, look, we have the opportunity to shut down quintessentially the run game, and we match up very well with them in terms of their offensive line, in my opinion. However, you have another schemer, okay? You have a Shanahan over there. You got the Shanahan guy. He's a great offensive schemer. He's good at getting his best players on your weak players. So our defensive secondary and our linebackers are going to have to be on point for us to dominate this game, because if not, and we make mistakes, they will score. I'm going to tell you that right now. So I think this is a layered conversation that we got to look at from a variety of angles. That's my opinion.
All right, so check this out. I want to play something real quick just to remind people of history of this game a little bit. Listen to this. This is from Sean and RJ in the morning, January 6, 2022.
Mike, give us the truth on the receiver targets. It's driving me insane. I feel bad for Amari. He spoke out a couple of weeks ago to G-Bag, and they went to him in the Washington game. And then him and CD have 1 for 9 against a banged-up and missing Arizona secondary.
Oh, that's
Meanwhile,
the wrong clip. That's the wrong clip.
Okay.
Let me
what is
crack
that?
your cranium.
But
What is that?
But what happened, I was trying to pull it when Michael Irvin was basically saying, I put her on clip, where he was basically saying he blamed Kelly Moore. And he was saying, and I'm going to find it. Once we start talking, I'm going to find it. But he was basically saying that we didn't go out our stars. And he was saying that's why we lost. He said when you trying to make Schultz, people like Schultz is what he said. Where you trying to make your role players stars and your stars role players.
Right. I remember that.
Yeah. So I'm going to pull that up once we start talking about it. But that's also why I believe we go win. Like when you
you ran out of stars, not to cut you off, boss, but you ran out of stars last year. We only had, 1 star, and I know these sound like excuses, but these are real context that you got to put into place. When you are a team coming off of a short week, you had a Monday nighter, right? You put up 502 points or what? I mean, you put up 502 something yards like that. Dak Prescott had an unbelievable night, and the kicker kept missing. Who remember that? And then you seen, just like, for example, I'm only using this for example, you seen how the Miami Dolphins put up 70 points against the Broncos, right? And then the following week, when they had to play against the Bills, that they end up losing by almost 40 points or what have you. Because in football, man, everybody are great. But when you have a team that's getting prepared to go to the playoffs or playing another playoff game, and you're coming off of a short week, and that person got to go to an interview and get his mind to another place, then he can only prepare for so much. They were not prepared for in the event of Tony Pollard going down, to the degree that they even told Malik Davis, well, you can go home. They didn't even give Malik Davis any tries in that game versus the Niners last year. So we ran out of stars. The only star in that game last year was CeeDee Lamb. And shout out to Dak. He got the ball to him, but it wasn't enough. We don't have that problem now. Knock on some wood. We don't have that problem now. We got more and more stars that can be able to alleviate some of the pressure. We got a Brandon Cooks. We also got Tony Pollard that can do some things in the background, and they might elevate Malik Davis to come back this weekend. So we got more and more opportunities this game.
I agree, but hey, y'all remember that game? This is why I was talking about we're aggressive. Y'all remember the championship game against the Niners in, what was it, 92?
Oh, you're talking about way back.
92.
92.
Our first one, 92. Y'all remember we was in San Francisco, right? Remember they was supposed to beat us. They were supposed to go to the Super Bowl that year. We were the underdogs. Remember we were coming up. Y'all remember that play at the end of the game where Troy Aikman hit Alvin Harper? And he had that big run toward the end, right? That was aggressive because it was like a third down, and it was like a short down, and I didn't think they were going to throw it to Alvin Harper, but Troy Aikman got aggressive. They stayed aggressive. He hit Harper when I don't think they were even expecting them to hit Harper. He hit him perfect on that slant. Harper takes it down the field. We scored a touchdown. Game over. That's what I'm saying. If there's a time where you can take a chance and it's right there to really take the game, trust your quarterback, let him make that play, and let's go ahead and go home with this. That's what I'm just talking about, y'all. I'm not trying to force things or anything like that. I get what you're saying. But what I'm saying is when it calls for it, stay with it. Because I feel like aggressive is going to win this game, y'all. I understand they got stars and this and that, but it's okay to attack those guys as well. It's okay to attack a Fred Warner here and there. It's okay because you just don't want to make him feel comfortable and get more confident in the game. Attack him. Find out what you can exploit him with and go after him in ways too. There's ways you can manipulate Fred Warner and Greenlaw. This is the type of game. And when I look at their secondary ain't that good. That's the one weakness on their team.
That's what we need to go after.
That's the one weakness on their team.
I like that.
Ward's okay, but he's okay, but you can still get after him, Law. Ward's okay, but you can still get after him.
Lenore is very aggressive. Yeah. Go ahead.
He's very aggressive and he's very suspect too. So he can be very aggressive, but he's very suspect. So what I'm saying is this is a game where Dak can really attack the secondary. That's their weakness. Yeah. Their strength is up front and their linebacking core. Their weakness is their secondary. So that's why I said Dak Prescott in this game.
So I found a clip. This is a very important.
Let me hit my button then.
Let me crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
This is very important history, y'all. This is very important history.
Mike, Troy was talking about.
This was January 20th. Okay, we just lost to San Fran the first time.
Mike, Troy was talking about your guy beating the man on the other side. We're worried too much about scheming guys open. Is it on the receivers? Is it on the coaching to get the receivers the ball?
Now. That's the NFL now, guys. I've been talking about that for a while. When you see it, and that's why as we start rating guys, like we want to rate wide receiver, oh, he's better than him, he's better than him, and we do it on numbers when it's system beating system now. It's not man beating man. That's why you're going to get these so-called boy geniuses. They try to figure out a way to.
We had one of those.
Beat a system, and then I can get less players and come back and beat better players because I'm beating a system. The days of man beating man, we'll never have them again. We'll never have those again. And sometimes it takes away from when it's just time to get down, dirty, and gritty. We'll never have them again. We'll never have those again. And sometimes it takes away from when it's just time to get down, dirty, and gritty. And sometimes it takes away from when it's just time to get down, dirty, and gritty. And sometimes it takes away from when it's just time to get down, dirty, and gritty. You know what I mean? And that's one of the things I've always claimed. Troy's right. We're expecting now the coaches to come in and design a way to make a man get open, and then instead of expecting the man to use his talents and gift and get somewhere and get open.
I like the way you put the Dr. Umar swing.
Yeah, I put the repeat on that.
Yeah,
I did that. I did that for effect, for real.
Yeah.
Because see, now it's time to get down and dirty. See, during them days we had Kellen Moore, man. And so when we came into these big games like this, it was exactly what the playmaker said. System versus system. But now Mike McCarthy is about man beating man. Yeah. Man. Yeah. And see, I think that's going to take us over the top. Because think about it. Yeah. All we needed in both games was 22 points.
Yeah.
That's the main reason I'm saying I don't really feel like we got to be aggressive. We just got to get 22 points.
Here's what we got to do, though, boss. We talk heavy on real heavy on offense and what we need to do. But let me just circle back to the defense.
All right.
We still got to play our lanes and play discipline. One thing that I'm seeing that the Niners are doing differently this year than what they did last season is how they do the misdirection counter tray runs. You know, they are doing a lot of that, and they're the number 2 offense in the National Football League, ladies and gentlemen. So they get you going one way, and then they spring the other way. So those are plays that, even though Purdy, he don't remember I said in Dan Quinn's system, the running quarterback can give you kind of problems.
Yeah,
Purdy is not like a running type of quarterback, but he's elusive enough, right? And they do these counter zone stretch plays that can free the running back. And I think that Christian McCaffrey, the reason why he's the number 1 running back in the league right now is because they're benefiting from that, even though they got a porous offensive line and they're very poor on pass pro. So we're going to have to just be disciplined still in this game of just like what we did last game.
Yeah.
Well, here's the real deal about this, man, and I'm going to jump in and say this just real quick. Look, if you don't get out schemed, you win. That's just what it is. If you don't get out schemed
you win.
By Shanahan, you'll win. Yep. If you don't get out schemed by that defense, you win. Yep. That's my concern. And that's more, not being negative, but look, I love Mike McCarthy and what he's done in terms of complementary football. I also love what he's done in terms of resting that defense and putting together sustained drives. The only caution that I have is getting down in this red zone. More on that this week for me. Look, you got to be creative when it's time to be creative. You have to score when you get in the red zone. I will tell you that much. And furthermore, you cannot botch plays or call the game like an old fuddy-duddy. You got to get some get up and go. You got to be a little bit creative. You got to actually mix in some crossing routes, right?
Does that mean aggressive?
Yes,
though?
that does mean aggressive. Yes, that means aggressive, big. And so look, in my opinion here, look, I'm of a different persuasion, than Boss. I'm more so on the line of what Big is saying. The Cowboys need some respect. Aretha Franklin, RESPECT. They need some respect. Okay, and the issue, they got beat the last 2 years, and it's not respect on their name. It's not respect on their name. So for your own manhood, for your own respect, you ever got punked in the yard and you got pushed by a dude in the yard and you didn't do nothing. You came back the next day, he pushed you again. Well, you got to fight now. You got to fight because you got to get respect. Because if you don't get respect, you go be the little brother of every team that's physical and got a pretty good coaching staff. And that's what this game is. So in my opinion, you need to treat this like a playoff game. And you need to come get San Fran by any means necessary and whoop they tail. That's what you need to do. If I was the coach, that's how I'm coaching this game. And that's the type of energy I'm bringing. That's what I see.
Yes, indeed, bro.
Because remember, boss, remember in 2021, what did Mike McCarthy say? I think we was nervous in that game. I think we was nervous.
Right.
He said that about the whole damn team, and that you had to be nervous as a coaching staff. If you said it too, you were saying that. So that's why these Niners are out there talking that trash. And then we come again in this 2023 game. We just made too many mistakes that game because we played a great game, especially defensively. You feel me? So that energy that we brought in that game, bring it, but we have to bring that offensive energy because that has been our problem, boss, the last 2 games. We played.
I believe we go do
it. It's been our offense.
This is what I'm saying. I believe we go bring that energy. You know what I really believe? I think we go beat them by 14 points, bro. I really do.
2 scores. Come on,
yeah,
man.
I think we
Come
go
on
beat
with
them by but I think we can do it clean. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm saying I don't want Dak forcing nothing. If it's not there, just throw it away.
Fine.
That's all
That's
I'm saying.
fine. If
So,
it's not there,
so like
throw it away.
I think we can call him an aggressive. Like I do want him to get aggressive, but I want him to be smart. That's it.
I understand that, but I want when Dak starts getting real conservative, he misses plays.
No, he win games. Like, do you like Dak wins 98%?
We just gonna disagree on this.
No.
Boss.
Hear me out. We might not, because I didn't say this last part. Let me say this last part. Don't close me off yet. You might agree after I say it. Because I'm saying 98% of the time, when Dak has a clean game, he wins it. No turnovers.
That's fine. You can be a clean game and no turnovers and still attack them.
I'm not saying not attack them. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. I'm saying
talking about
attack
Dak Prescott.
the matchups. That's
Attack
what I'm
the
saying.
matchup. Yeah.
Like, I'm actually saying stay away from Warner. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I respect Warner. Just like if it was Deion. I'm not playing with Deion Sanders. I'm not. I'm going away from him. And we can win the game that way. That's what I'm saying. They got enough softness in their secondary to where Dak can throw 250 to 300 and never touch the most biggest threats on their defense. You know, and that's what I'm saying.
That's understandable.
That's all I'm saying. So I'm saying, like, be clean, because now attacking matchups, I think it's gonna give us enough points to beat them. Versus under Kellen Moore, because that's why I played that Michael Irvin clip. When it got down and dirty, his stuff was failing. I want it to be when it get down and dirty, you go to your dogs, you go to CeeDee Lamb, you go to Pollard. You know what I mean? You go to the people that Kellen Moore's system ignored. That's all I'm saying. You know? And if we do that clean, we go beat them by 14 points. We got 311 people in here.
But I feel you. I also feel you with go to your stars, but the unsung heroes be able to make some plays this game. As I said, look for the Tolberts. Okay? Look for the Jake Fergusons.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
Use the Hunter Lukes. Don't be scared to use a Turpin in a certain way. When you get in that red zone, stop doing all that damn play action. It ain't working. That play action in the red zone when you're in 10 yards, that ain't working. You get a little bit more creative down there, because this is what I seen against that Cardinals-Niners game. I posted on my Twitter. Cardinals had 6 drives over 10 plays. 6 drives over 10 plays against that defense. They had a 15 touchdown play drive. And when I seen Joshua Dobbs, he also ran for almost about 50 yards. He threw for 250 against them and 2 touchdowns, right? They were competitive, but they just didn't have the front line, right, which we have.
Did you watch that Rams tape?
I didn't get to look at that.
I ain't catch the Rams yet either.
I need to go catch that one.
I ain't catch the Rams. I caught Arizona, though. I caught Arizona.
Here's the thing.
Just watched it.
But the thing that stood out to me is Joshua Dobbs is he's having a good season, but we don't look at Joshua Dobbs like, ooh, Joshua Dobbs, right?
He's not Dak.
But he was very effective against them passing and running. So the same type of game plan they were kind of using with him, I like them to see Dak. And like I said, Dak, when you have the opportunity to run in this game, I think it will really hurt the Niners, fellas. I think it really will. If they flush him out the pocket, run out that pocket, get them guys thinking that you might escape the pocket, you might hit a big play later on in the game.
I'm gonna go watch that tape tonight, then, since none of y'all watch it.
The Rams,
the Rams versus the Niners, because it was a close game all the way into the end, you know. So
I'm still working on their film too. I'm still working on their film.
Late.
I mean, let's keep it real. If the Giants had better quarterback play, they could have been more of a threat beating them too.
Right. No, I totally agree, man. Because, see, I'm going to tell y'all something, and I want to get y'all thoughts on this. First of all, I really do strongly feel that we're getting ready to beat them boys. And I'm going to tell you, it's a whole lot of Niners that say the same thing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, like the guy Jesse, I'm doing the show with him tomorrow. He said he think we go take them. Because, see, we go be ready this week. Dallas has them circled for real.
Yeah.
And OC, before I get into my last point, I want to ask you a question. Is this one of those games that you talked about before? That's one of those games that's gonna really start telling you if we really have the potential? Because I know you talked about big games,
man.
like big games.
Yeah, man. You're 100% right, man. So look, every team in the regular season has to have at least 1 or 2 signature wins if you're going to actually make a run to the Super Bowl. Because you got teams that you play that are bad teams, that are middle of the road teams. Then you got those elite upper end teams that go deep in the playoffs, so that maybe even made the Super Bowl themselves, right? So this is one of those teams. And this is why you got to get some respect this game, because you got to know as a team within yourselves that we can beat the best teams in the league.
Yeah.
You got to have that internal confidence. And if you don't have that internal confidence, you might make it to the playoffs, but when you face the tough teams, you lose.
Yeah.
Because you've never proven to yourself that you can beat those good teams.
Yeah.
And so this is one of those games for the Cowboys. The Miami game is another one. The Eagles game will be another one for the Cowboys, right? So they need to know that they can beat San Fran, and they got to do this for themselves. And so, this will let you know, this is a good barometer test of where the Cowboys really are in terms of us really making a Super Bowl run this year.
I'm gonna throw out Miami and I'm gonna say Buffalo, because I don't say I don't respect Miami, but I still think they a little foo-foo about where they go at. I'm gonna say more a Buffalo, a more a San Francisco, a more a Philadelphia. That's where we're gonna really find out where we are as a team. And I think that's those 3 teams, in my opinion, I'm circled on the radar. As we beat those teams, we get the confidence. But I agree with you 100%, OC. We need to have this game because that's a confidence builder. Because if we lose again, the media is going to talk about it all day. Then it starts getting in your head. Yeah. Right? It just starts getting in your head. Even if you might be better than that team, it starts getting in your head now. And as soon as anything goes wrong, what's the first thing you think? Oh, here we go again.
Yep.
That's why you need to beat them, and you need to beat them soundly in this game. We can worry about the playoffs later, but if you beat them soundly in this game, it gives you a certain type of confidence, like you said, OC, that, hey, we're the real deal. And just remember, it's not like we got the Chargers right after that game. So we got a few games coming up lined up that are going to really test what we're really about. And we're going to find out what the Cowboys are really made of, and are we a championship team? Because these next, I think, 4 games are going to tell us that, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're right, man. Kellen Moore is going to completely empty the clip versus his defense. He's going to completely empty the clip.
He's going to throw everything that we didn't see. He's going to throw it in this game.
He's going to throw everything at this defense. And so it's going to be a real good test.
Go eat Kellen Moore alive.
Oh, I can't wait for that one. That's the day after my birthday, too.
Oh, wow.
I trust Dan Quinn.
Libra.
Because Kellen Moore he gonna know how to beat him. He gonna throw all kind of looks at him. It's gonna throw off his quarterback. We go feast.
Let's get at them boys.
Yeah, but man, just going back to the San Fran, it's another thing I want to say because I want to finish with my petty. I got plenty of petty. I told y'all. I'm also sick of you, San Fran. I don't like you either, especially this week. I can't stand you. This ain't just even about Philly. I don't like you. See, because your chest out. I don't like y'all chest out. I like the fans because I think San Fran got some good people. Like my boy George Booney. Cool dude. But it's too many people got their chest out. And I'm gonna say this. Like, San Fran also folded too much. Because see, when we go through San Fran, we win it all. When they go through us, they ain't done nothing since the 80s. I mean, since the 90s.
Right.
So it's like, if you ain't won that thing, nobody should have no pride. You got 5 rings just like us. So, so like, I'm just kind of sick of it. What made me mad about San Fran, because I wasn't mad at all, was just all this disrespect they've been saying about us. It just really pissed me off how they lied and act like we was not the physical team the last time, and they talking us like we soft. So it's like, nah, bro. Nah, I got to be petty in return. Nah, Yeah, no, we made Debo quit, and y'all know we did. Like, everybody that's keeping it real know our defense put it on the whole San Fran offense, and y'all know that's true. So all this high flying, chest out, they so cold. That wasn't the case the last time we played. Let's be real.
Let's be real.
We
smacked them boys in the mouth.
Y'all got smacked in the mouth. Now y'all won the game
the
because our offensive coordinator was super goofy, went away from the run game, but Kittle didn't do nothing. He didn't do
Debo didn't do it.
Debo didn't nothing. Christian McCaffrey had like 25 yards.
35
he didn't
on
do
10 carries.
nothing. So let's just keep it real, man. Let's stop all this old front and faking like y'all just so far ahead of us. We are, for the most part, equally matched. I think we got an edge on the talent. I think San Fran has an edge on the culture. I'm being real. Culture-wise, they got us. Because they don't play politics like Dallas. They wouldn't have sent Harper on with the way LVE played. They wouldn't have did that. See, that's what San Fran be getting Dallas. Dallas, see, they don't play the politics that we do. So we being real. That's the thing San Fran got over us is culture. But talent, nah, they ain't touching us.
No.
Terrence still going to have a big game, boy.
Hey, Tyler Smith gonna have one too because Javon Hargrave.
I ain't worried about Tyler Smith, but I am worried. I ain't gonna lie. I am concerned about our edges, and I think I want to ask OC that question since he's our offensive lineman guy. I'm a little worried about Terrence still in the pass pro. He's not been that great. He's had a few false start penalties, and he's going against Bosa. And then we got Undoga on the other side, and we know how he is. And yes, it worked last week against the Patriots, but it's a different monster right here. And I want to ask OC, how does he feel about our left and right tackle in this game?
Well, yeah. I think that if you're going to start Chuma, you're going to have to max protect. That's what you're going to have to do. And I put a video out about this actually a week and a half ago. Y'all need to go watch that video because I broke down explicitly why I believe that Tyler Smith should be playing left tackle with an injury to Tyron Smith. And Chuma played well on the inside. He needs to go back there. He can hold up adequately inside because he's a short – he's a short area guy. He's not correct. But the whole issue with going back to Steele is this. And I said this eons ago, and I'll say it again. Look, Steele has done a really, really good job coming back and rehabbing from the ACL. But the reality of it is Steele is not as strong as he was last year before the ACL. He's still gaining strength in that leg. And so thus you see him sometimes get knocked off balance or, being softer and not setting down on bull rushes and power. And that's the thing with Nick Bosa that he's going to have to face this week. He's going to have to face a dude that goes speed to power and power to speed. So a speed guy that can get in your chest, and he also can bend adequately to get to the quarterback. And so that dude is an elite pass rusher that you're looking at right there, man. And so, it's going to be some problems over there. But I think that they're going to have something in mind for him in terms of max protecting. So this is how they helped Chuma last game versus the Patriots. And I think they'll use some of this week. Notice they did a lot of check down passes, a lot of catch and release passes, and they did a lot of quarter rolls. So quarter rolls is where basically everybody slides, protects one way, and you kind of semi-roll the quarterback out, and he has a throw like a flood concept or like a two-man route combination. And so when you move the pocket left and right, it's a way of hiding a guy that is not good in pass pro. And I think that's what they're going to try to do this week because they got Chuma and also to neutralize some of Nick Bosa.
Well, let me say this, though. I got a guy that's on my channel, and he said this for like last week or what have you, and it's applying for this week too. Jay Recruiter, he said that, hey, believe it or not, Chuma is playing better than Terrence Steele. So I looked back at everything, and I said, man, let me look at it again. Terrence Steele allowed more penalties, right? They both allow one sack, and then of course the pressure rate is more even on Chuma, but it's only about one, and Terrence Steele is allowing more hits on the quarterback if you're just looking at it from that aspect of it. And they play similar, almost the same amount of snaps if you collectively look at everything. How do you assess that? Go.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer that question, man. Look, at the end of the day, man, when when Chuma started, not this game, the game before, his first start at left tackle, when he started to give up pressures, they went to a short pass game versus the Cardinals. That they cut the playbook in half, really, in my opinion, because of Chuma. Because anytime you got into the 7 to 9 step drop, man, look, Dak Prescott did a fantastic job being a great athlete because he was running for his life. Okay,
yeah,
so they had to adjust with the short. He was running for his life, right? Yeah, so they had to adjust with a short pass game, but they also adjusted by going overload, and they also adjusted by chipping and leaving extra tight end over there. So what I'm going to say to that is this: I don't think that Terrence Steele is 100% back to the Terrence Steele that we know before he tore the ACL. I think he's going to take time. I think that as you get later in the season, you'll see Terrence Steele get stronger. That's my opinion. And I think next year you'll see the real Terrence Steele back when he has all that power and all that bend in his leg, right? He's just good enough to play right now. I'm not saying he's bad, but he's not what he was. I'm just being honest. Now, Chuma on the other side, Chuma will never be a guy that can be flexible and great hands and great feet. He's never going to be that guy. And Chuma, there it is, getting beat like a drum. Right. So Chuma was the guy that got the most help. So when you look at those stats, go back and look at Chuma was the guy that got the most help in chips. So that's how I would answer that question.
Yes, indeed. So that's why I love when I'm speaking with somebody, you know, like you that dive into the film, because stats can say one thing, but the actual film will say the real storyline, because it don't tell the whole truth as far as the stat line. So, hey, y'all turn on the tape and just watch it. You know, Chuma is not on the level of Terrence Steele, but Terrence Steele is not having his performance what he had last season, and I will agree with that. So, yeah, man, let's go, man. This team, this front that we're going to face, this will be what was it, the first best front or the second best front that we're going to face all together? Because the Jets were pretty good, too.
Yeah, the Jets were nice. Yep.
Jets were nice, you know, as far as the interior run. You know, Quentin Williams, no one to sneeze at.
OC, I want to ask you a question.
Yo.
Yeah. Did you get a chance to really look at Chuma versus New England? Did you really break him down yet?
I'm not through the whole game yet. So let me say that. I'm not through the whole. I'm through like halftime. All right. So I'm not through the whole game yet.
I got all y'all super chats. We go get to the super chats in just a second. I see all y'all super chats. Common sense. Thank you, bro. And I appreciate how y'all do that, man. If we ever miss y'all super chats, just leave a comment, and then we'll make sure we get to it. So
and then I read y'all's at the end on mine's over here. So yeah, I see a lot of super chats. We gonna get to y'all at the end.
Yeah, we gonna get to y'all at the end. We never ignore y'all super chats. What we do is we make sure we get through all the content. Because see, if we took all the super chats from all the channels as they all came in, we'll never get through the content. It just wouldn't happen. Yeah. Because y'all sending them in at different times. Like Law might get 3, I might get 1, Big might get 1 or 2, and then all of us as they it just wouldn't work. So we wait to the end. So we go take care of all of that. But OC, do you have a feel of? Because to me it looked like he played better. But I'm not going to act like I dissected him like we did the last time, because we really dissected him against Arizona. And hold on real quick. Wait, hold on real quick.
Pull up the tape, boss.
No, hold on real quick. Give me 1 second. Boy, Big Red.
Pull up the tape.
Big, give me 1 second.
I mean.
We can go raw, because, hey, listen, Big talking about doing a show. We just trying to get the date down. But let me tell you about this show we talking about doing. And it's really not a show. It's just going to be more of us just basically going raw with the film is what we talking about calling it. You know what I'm saying? Just raw film. So nothing fancy. We go turn it on. We go talk through it, you know? So anyway, so that's why Big was like, put it on.
Put it on the floor. Put it on the floor.
I got to address this, though, because this is disrespectful. I have to address this.
Is this the likes?
Yeah, it's bad. We got 326 people in here.
Edit don't play.
And Miss Lockhart, I missed you last show. You said what's up. I missed you at the end.
Geek don't play, man.
Yeah, they don't. I love it.
That's crazy, y'all.
Shame.
That's crazy.
Shame. Shame.
I figure what happened, though, because this happens. This show was fire. We started out, man, everybody started off busted. So
All I ask.
When that happens, I already know. You'll get in here, you'll forget. So let's get the likes caught up, because that's way too many people in here to have that few likes. Y'all know Final Word, one of the best shows out, man. Let's show love to it. And appreciate I also want to say appreciate everybody that came in here that's content creators. I saw Rome in here. I saw Mickey in here. I just always want to try to acknowledge y'all when I see y'all up in the building, man. Cole, So anyway, real quick, let's get to these super chats and then we get. Oh, Law, they say you got 5. No, this even worse. Sorry, Law, I gotta slow down again, bro. This is even worse, bro. Look at this.
All I ask.
Law, you got 538 people watching live. Oh my God, bro. That's worse than mine, bro. That's horrible. You got that many people watching live and on 260 likes. Come on,
man. That's crazy, man.
And I know y'all love Law more than me.
Man,
Law is so nicer than me. Law, I was listening to Law today. Law is so patient. Boy, some of them calls, I would have got into it with him. I promise you. Man, some of them calls, I was like, man, one guy was like, I ain't gonna even get into it, bro. I was like, man, get this dude out of here, man. Anyway. All right, let's get to these super chats real quick, man. You want to go first, Law, or me? Oh, I got a lot.
Well, I could go. Let me go ahead and get my reading glasses, my reading mind together, man. Boom. I gotta pull it up. Okay. We are. Eddie Logan says, "What's up? We signed Michael Jones. I haven't got a chance to look at his film tape or analysis. Did you guys have anything on Michael?" Shout out to you for the $2 super chat.
No,
y'all don't have anything. Practice squad. I don't think he's the David Harper though, but we will see. Then Eddie doubled it back with a $5 super chat. We gonna turn Purdy into Turdy. Yeah, hey, do y'all disagree with that?
No, don't disagree at all with that.
I agree.
I agree with that.
Agree.
I gotta tell the truth though. I gotta tell the truth, but Purdy been balling, bro. I gotta tell the truth. Purdy looking good, dog. Like I've been peeping Purdy. Purdy look like he EA Sports. He in the game, bro.
EA Sports. Yes, indeed, man. So he's
solid.
I'm gonna find that.
He's solid.
I'm gonna find that drop that prime time used to say, man, you ball, you get the call. You know what I mean?
Nah,
so
he
been
balling,
man.
He look like he know that offense, man. Just keeping it real.
Oh yeah, he do. It fits him.
Yeah, he comfortable now. Like, boys, you gotta respect Purdy now.
But he's the type of quarterback that Shanahan likes.
What you mean? What you mean?
I mean, like when you had a Trey Lance who was like the super athletic guy. When I see like Purdy, I seen he had Garoppolo. He made those guys work. Like those guys didn't have strong arms, things of that nature. He knows how to make those type of players work because Purdy doesn't have the strongest arm. He doesn't have the greatest physical attributes, but I believe he's a very smart player. I believe he studies. I believe he definitely studies the game like no other. I think he's in that film study, and I think that's one of the reasons. But once again, when you really watch his game, and just like when you watch against the Cardinals, it's nothing really long. It's all about 20 and in, and they really use McCaffrey like no other. So it's not like he's doing anything tricky out there or anything devastating. Yeah. It's McCaffrey. You shut him down and you start putting that pressure on Purdy. I just said when the pressure's on him, he's only completes 48% of his passes. Whereas when he's got clean pockets or even when he's blitzed, he still has a higher percentage. But when he gets pressured and you shut that run game down, then you start seeing a lot more of the warts of Brock Purdy.
Facts.
Yeah.
Good analysis.
He's a regular season king though right now, man. He haven't lost one yet. So we're gonna have to and here's another thing that I was throwing out there. This would be like his second time facing a team, the second time ever, So it's different when you play a team the first time, but when you play him again, we got tendencies and traits that he like to do, and we're gonna try to make him play left-handed. So it's gonna be a long night for Purdy. Don't think it's gonna be a walk in the park, ladies and gentlemen. No, I got a super chat from T1. Yes, indeed. $5 super chat. He says, Philly look at us as rivalries. We don't look at them as one.
So
you know,
facts.
and he's spitting the
Facts.
truth, man.
So facts.
Because
Facts.
I always thought
Super facts.
when I was younger, I'm better than my dad. I'm gonna beat my dad. And then, you know what I'm saying? And my dad was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? He just think that he can beat me. You know what I'm saying? And kept it moving. And he would just beat me on the court all the time. So it's the same thing. They still at the little kids table. They 1-3 in the Super Bowl. They at the little table, man. This is the big table. You got to have 5 or more rings to be at the table that we are at, and we on the quest for 6. So they looking up. They got stomach muscles on their necks. That's what's going on with the Eagles fans. They just love to look up. They like the little kid that say that they better than us, but they ain't even close to us. That's just what it is. I got Mucho booming for the $4.99 for your mind. He just want to drop a super chat and drop some love. Appreciate you, man. Tyman says the $2 super chat. Everyone watching, please hit the like and share button. Appreciate you, man. Keep being a sniper gang for me, man. Appreciate you. Chris214 says from the $2 super chat. Yes, indeed. He says, I think this will be Cook's coming out party versus the San Fran. I semi-agree. Cooks really, in the last 2 games, the first game he came back, he was coming back from that knee, and everybody know, man, that, hey, that knee takes time to get well. And then this last game, he really didn't get involved into the game plan because my guy Gallup was eating on the outside and see dangerous lamb. So, hey, his time going to come around. Maybe it is his game. What's y'all thoughts on that?
I definitely agree, and I love that thought. And I felt like I started talking too fast. Did y'all have something on that?
Oh no, go ahead.
I
definitely
agree.
I was just gonna say real quick, man. I'm gonna let y'all land the plane because I gotta run. But look, I think that the Cowboys are in great position to win this football game. I just think that, it's my final word. I think that they got to execute. I think that, man, we got to be sharp offensively in terms of our scheme. We got to be sharp defensively in terms of our scheme. And if we do that, we should take care of business this coming Sunday, man. That's my final word.
The OC.
There's no emotions, no friends, no loyalty.
Straight business.
Straight business.
Put hashtag straight business in the chat.
What's up, Lisa?
Lisa, I have a date with Lisa. I like Lisa. Shout out to you, Lisa. I got Tyman with another $5 super chat. Man, you one of the sponsors for this show now. He says, O-line, is there anyone who you worry about, or is there a scheme or any actions they need to do versus the Niners? That worries this panel. And then I think that's the weak link, right? So I guess he's talking about, anything that we have to worry about on the offensive line. And what's the weakest link on this particular team as far as offense? I think that's what Tyman is saying.
I'll be worried about Chuma.
Yeah, Chuma and even still in pass pro, going against Bosa. Those guys have to be better. Like you said, Terrence Steele already has 5 penalties. I think he's given up like 7 pressures right now. I think he's given up 1 or 2 sacks. And
3 hits on the quarterback.
3 hits on the quarterback, and Dak took some big ones in that Patriots game. He took some big ones. So they got to be better. Our edges have to be better because like you said, we don't want to feel like we got to shut off the playbook again because we're getting killed off the edges, and now we got to condense the playbook and dumb it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't. We want to be able to make plays, and those guys are gonna have to play. They're gonna have to play their butts off. Terrence Steele and what's it, Chumanga, whatever the hell his name is now. Yeah. You got Chuma. You got to play better. Yeah, Chuma Edoga, because I think he gave up 3 pressures in that last game against the Patriots. Yeah. I think he's playing better because Tyler Smith is playing all world right now. He's playing out of his mind. He's the best left guard in the NFL. I don't care what anybody tells me.
Yes,
he's the best left guard in the NFL. So I think that probably helps Udoga. But at the end of the day, he's got to bring it, man. Them 2 guys in particular, sorry taking all this time, those 2 guys are standing out for me. Those 2 guys have to bring it. If those 2 guys play the best game of their year, I definitely feel good about this game.
Yes, indeed. And just to piggyback off of what you said on the flip side, this is the war of attrition, or war down of the trenches, right? their right tackle allowed 4 sacks, their right guard allows 3, and their center allowed about 1 or something like that with multitudes of pressure. I think 12 pressures from the inside, bro. So if you want to attack anything, just leave Trent Williams and the Banks kid from Notre Dame alone and just attack that right side, and then you will feast over there. Force that quarterback, because he is right-handed, right? Force him left. I got one more super chat by the mighty Coach Marv. You know what I'm saying, for $5, and here he is to us, man. Coach Marv. He said, "Law GP last 2 San Francisco games, 15 touches combined, 7 quarters. That's the bigger key. He needs at least 20 touches in his game." Did I sound like Coach Marv a little bit?
Mm-hmm. What was he talking about? Tony Pollard?
Yeah, TP, Tony Pollard. I try to get my deep voice like Coach Marv. So that's all right there.
I think that's going to happen with that's going to definitely happen with Mike McCarthy. See, that didn't happen with Kellen Moore. That's why I think it's
he also got hurt that game too.
Yeah, he did. And I agree.
I'm surprised he had that many touches.
I'm just saying, like, in terms of the stars getting the ball, they go.
Yeah.
It go be 20 plus, bro.
I think, but you know what? I think, like I said, I want to see them mix it up. I mean, I don't know if they're calling up Malik Davis because they said we got good news that Rico Dowdle was just more of a contusion and it's nothing serious, which is good for us because I did not want to lose Dowdle for like a long period of time because I think he needs to get some more carries too. Because as I said before, y'all, I said this is not something concerning, but this is just something to look at. Because you remember Tony Pollard, how explosive he was the prior 4 years, right? The yards after contact has dropped significantly. His break tackles has dropped significantly. Like I said, Christian McCaffrey has 22 broke tackles. Tony Pollard has 5. You know what I'm saying? So that type of thing.
Wait a minute, say that again, right there. Say it again. God dang.
He's Tony Pollard's only got like 5 broken tackles, and I think Christian McCaffrey has like 20 broken tackles, making people miss. So, and as I said, his yards after contact has gone down. So all I'm saying is just keep an eye on it. That's what I want to watch because I don't want to get to the point where I know he can carry the load, but right now since he's got the second most carries in the league behind McCaffrey, and his effectiveness has gone down a little bit. So all I'm saying is just keep an eye on it and just use the other guys as well. I keep on trying to tell y'all, use Hunter Luepke, dog. He can run the ball. He's 240 pounds. He's not moved. You can hit him out the backfield in the screen game. You saw in that Arizona game. He had a nice 9-yard run up the middle. Dak hit him out in the flats for a 12-yard pass. He got the touchdown against the New England Patriots. Be sneaky with him. I think he's effective. We can be sneaky with him in this game, and he can hurt them with some big plays if you just use him because they're not going to be looking for him to get the ball.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. No, I agree with everything. I'm definitely feeling everything that we just talked about, especially Pollard with them touches. I definitely think that's getting ready to happen. It ain't no doubt in my mind. Big, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question before I get to my super chats. Do you think the way that they using McCaffrey has to do with those broken tackles? Because I was looking at how they were using
definitely. Their scheme, the way they scheme him,
it's the way they
run him.
Because it's like
they scheme him.
Because they run Tony Pollard a lot, in between the tackles.
Basic. Right, and I don't like that. That's not his game.
When you look at McCaffrey, they be swinging it out to him. They be dumping it off to him. So they put him on the edges a lot, and they put him across the middle to where he
they motion him a lot.
Yeah, they using him more creative than we use. I was just wondering, did you see what I was seeing on that? I'm like,
I totally see what you see. That's what I was talking to you about. I don't want to see us running Tony Pollard up the middle on first down. That's not his game, y'all. Not saying he can't do it, but that's
he's
not
doing,
his game.
He's doing a serviceable job, though, right now, right?
Oh, he's doing good.
He's doing a I'm not saying he's not doing a serviceable job.
But he's saying be more creative,
I'm saying is,
like San Fran.
You got to be more creative in the run game with him. We're not. I don't know about y'all.
Or
dog.
getting him the ball in space.
we're not creative in the run game with our running backs right now. We're not. It's real basic. And it's real easy to stop. Okay, and that's what I don't like. Tony Pollard is a more effective back when you get creative with him. Get him out on the edges. We talked about the zone blocking scheme. He's so much better when you can pitch the ball out to him, get him out on the edges, pull Tyler Smith. We got an athletic guard who's a mauler. Pull him on the left side, get a pitch out to Tony Pollard, and let Tyler Smith lead it. What did we see when we saw Tyron Smith and even when La'el Collins and Ron Leary? They were leading that run and we were running that game. It's too basic to me with our run game, especially with Pollard. We got to get more creative with him so he can be more effective runner. It's not like he's doing bad, but I guarantee you we can dial up some better run plays for him to get him loose.
I definitely agree.
Hey, I got 3 more super chats that just came in. I'm gonna say
contagious. They contagious.
Yeah, it's contagious.
Because we spitting fire. We spitting fire. Yo got fire. Yo got flame.
Yo got flame.
Say it. Say it.
Yo got flame. Yo got fire. Yo got flame.
Come on, Dak Prescott.
Here we go.
All right, so it says Chris 214. Chris 214 says any concerns about Bigger Dish versus Hargrave, and then Stevens with a 999 says, do you guys think that number 11 is hearing and focusing too much on the outside noise? And then Coach Marv off the top rope says, hey man, with the $2 super chat, San Fran fears Tony Pollard. Those are the 3 super chats.
I hear what Coach is saying, but listen to what I'm saying, Coach.
What happened to Big?
What you say?
Here we go.
What happened, Big?
But I'm still here, ain't I?
Oh, God, we didn't hear a word you say, bro.
Yeah, you
hear
went
me?
quiet for a second. You said, let me tell you something, Coach, and you went quiet.
Let me tell you something,
I was just saying, I feel what you're saying, Coach. They might fear Tony Pollard, but they ain't going to be fearing him when you're doing crash dives up the middle, dog.
Oh, no. I want them to do that.
What was that second question? What was the second super chat?
The first one was, do you fear how Bigger Dish or Biotish going to go up against Hargrave? Are you to worry about that?
No.
And my quick answer to that is no, because in the last 2 seasons we faced him, he didn't allow a single sack. And the other one was from my guy Stevens. He was asking, and shout out to him for the $10 super chat. He was asking, is Parson pretty much talking too much? Is he hearing too much of the noise, outside noise? Is he been
the Parsons? Is he hearing
too much noise? You know, from the outside.
No.
I
think they all hear the noise. To be honest, everybody, even when they try not to hear the noise, you go still hear the noise. Cause see, sometimes even when you go black on social media, for instance, your people don't. You know what I'm saying? So
family don't.
Your family don't. So somebody go call Mike and say, hey, Mike, you hear what they said about you? On, you can't avoid it. You just can't avoid it. It's just what it is. It's today's sports. It's just what it is.
Yep.
So I mean, this is social media day, so we can't even really talk about that now because all these athletes are on social media. All these athletes are doing shows. This is what they're doing.
It's built in.
So we can't single out Parsons now and say, well, he got the podcast. Dog, all of them got podcasts. All of them doing podcasts. So,
Slay got one now.
Slay.
Jonathan Hankins got a YouTube channel.
I like
Jonathan Hankins got a YouTube channel where he talks about it before the game. So this is the day and age of that. So I don't think of it. When I look at Parsons' stats, ain't saying he's distracted
at all.
As long as he ain't doing what Jimmy Butler is doing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Hey, man.
Emo.
Something like
Emo Butler.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
I don't know that threw me off.
That's weird, man. As long as we don't got people doing that, man. Parsons, as long as you don't do that like what Jimmy Butler is doing, we okay, man. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to get to these
super
chats real quick.
Gotta be a lion.
I'm going to get to these super chats real quick. My boy said, can I get that oof? Law.
I got him. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. I don't know what. Jimmy Butler, this for you, man.
That oof, man. That oof. He say
like,
Brock
come on,
Purdy's
man.
cry when he play him. Yeah, that oof. Hey, man, that oof is dope. You say your daughter put you on that?
On Roblox, man, and Jimmy Butler got that silk press, man. I say that's that silk press right there. That's what the ladies get. That silk. Let it sway,
that was
man,
that press back in the '60s. That was that press back in the '60s.
Yes, indeed.
Common Sense said, OC, oh, he gone. Damn.
Oh, he gone.
Yeah.
He said, OC, are tackles and pass pro the reason we not taking deep shots with the 7-step drops? Yeah. Actually, you don't need OC for that because Mike McCarthy said that. It was their concern for when we had all those offensive linemen with no experience. So he dialed it back. He said it was also a mistake to dial us back as much as he did. And Chuma, that's why I asked OC, was Chuma playing better? Because if he is, then that allows the playbook to be more aggressive. If not, then you got to kind of be a conservative offense to protect your quarterback. It's a smart thing to do.
I didn't mean to cut. Can I cut you off right quick, boss?
Course,
you
man,
can jump right back into it. It's my bad. But just to let you know, Law, just seen this breaking. Jimmy Butler has confirmed that he's keeping his unique hairstyle throughout the 2023 and 2024 season.
Oof.
So go ahead and give me another oof. Go ahead and give me another oof.
I mean, which one is like this new age world? Like I've seen one football player, I forgot his name. He painted his fingernails pink and
that was Caleb Williams.
Plum and purple. Caleb Williams.
Caleb Williams. Yes, it was.
And he said, "Well, it's because my mom is a nail tech." Like, come on, so if your mom was a stripper, oh my bad.
Ugly stripper. You know me. I'm gonna say how it is.
I'm in love with a stripper.
Man, listen, I gotta go back to that stripper. House, man. Ain't they the worst? Heels. Like when they be like when you be like, get them, hold on, Law. When they try to sit on your lap, and you don't want them, do it again.
You like stop.
One more time.
Do it when he pushes.
You supposed to have a rack of quarters or something, girl. Be throwing them quarters at her, you know what I'm saying? Here. She might pick those up, man.
You don't belong in this. All right, hold on.
Hey, man, I was at Jackson State, man. We have a home guy, man. His name was Don. He used to do all crazy stuff, man. I sit there like, man, come on, man. You going to catch something Ajax or water can't take off. He used to like them, you know what I'm saying? The bullet wounds and everything, man. He used to like them, man. So shout out to Don. You know who you are. I ain't going to say your real government name.
Okay, I was like, man, you told on Don. Don go call you.
Nah. Don know who he is. That's his code name. You know who he is.
I like that. I was like, damn, a lot of
I won't put him out there like that.
All right, cool. I was like, man,
but shout out to Centerfold. And for those is Centerfold still open for those in Jackson? Let me know.
The C-section. The C-section strictly. Yeah.
No. That was the name of it. You know, the actual
no, but
club.
You was telling me that the ones in there was kind of.
Oh yeah.
Cause you can't walk into some and it be like, man, let's go.
Let's go, man. You
let's get out of here,
side tooth, side teeth missing, everything.
Hey, Law. Hey, Big, you want to dance? No, Big Shirley. Your mic big. He say, Dallas Law 43 said if we win the turnover battle, we winning. Yeah. I think whoever plays the cleanest is gonna win this game, in my opinion. And the toughest. I think it's gonna come down to them too. He said I'm gonna need Trey to spill all the beans this week.
Oh yeah.
For real.
Come on,
and
Trey.
Then Mucho Boom just showed some love. He just chunked down 5 balls. I appreciate that. Yeah. And then Lexington said injuries are giving other players experience. Yep. I all the way agree. Yep. I also missed a super chat yesterday, man, from somebody, man. He gave $20. He just said he appreciated the content. I just wanted to make sure that I'm gonna go get your name too, bro, because I forgot that you did that, because you did it after the super chat session. I still wanted to mention that you did that. He just was showing love. All right, y'all know we finna get into our final words. Big, I can hear you now. What you say?
Okay. Nope, nothing. Just want to say yo.
All right, so I'm getting into the final words. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna start it off. So with the final words, man, Again, I do believe very aggressively that we're getting ready to beat San Fran. I really do. I want us, to be smart, aggressive, physical, and I think we go give it to them. I think it's gonna be tough, but I think we go pull away, right? Especially if we fix that red zone. Because put it like this, if our red zone would have been clicking, we would already be a 60-burger team. So
yeah.
And I think going into week 5, I think you're gonna start seeing all of it come together on that offense. So, but this is the thing that I also been thinking about. I don't want us to make the mistake that this is a Super Bowl. And I don't want us to make the mistake of thinking this is revenge for the playoffs. Regular season is never the playoffs.
Right.
This is a regular season game. This is an important game. It's a Mitchmore game, but this is not the playoffs. The intensity of the playoffs is way higher. This is not even truly revenge. This is more so about respect and more so about preparation and kind of seeing what you're about. So we gonna know more about what we're about. I already believe that we're gonna take care of business, but if we don't, I'm gonna look into why, and we're gonna start trying to talk about how to get better from this loss. But I think it's gonna end up being a win. So I want all you ugly strippers from Philly to stay out of grown folks' business this week, okay? Because I know y'all listening in, but I want to tell y'all, it's grown folks' business this week. This ain't for you kids. We go see y'all when we see y'all, and y'all not our rival. Talking to you, Philly. You are not our rival. You just our opponent. You just our enemy. You are not worthy to be even called our rival. So, I just wanted to make sure that y'all know that in my final word, that this is between two grown teams. You're still a child trying to arrive to where we are. And that's my final word.
Just bouncing off that for your final word, I totally agree with you. Let's not overhype this game. It's a regular season game. You beat them, you go on. Because I remember in 2016, our rookie year, when we've been getting our butts kicked by the Packers, and guess what? We went in there in Green Bay
and
with a rookie Dak Prescott. With a rookie Dak Prescott and a rookie Ezekiel Elliott, and we beat them. But what happened when we played them in the playoffs?
We lost.
What happened when we played them in the playoffs? We lost. So that game was insignificant and didn't matter and didn't mean anything, right? Nobody give a hell about that game and how he won. So this game doesn't define anything, but it does define something. Does mentally, just like you said, boss. It could play with your head that if you lose this game again, can we beat this team? So I think this is more of a kind of confidence thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
In my opinion, this is a confidence thing. We beat them. Okay, we know where we're at. We're a damn good team. Let's move on to the next. So I think that's what this game is to me. It's a confidence game, giving us confidence to say, yes, we know we're good. We just proved to the world we're good. Let's move on to the next game and let's keep this thing moving. So once again, I want us to be aggressive, but as boss says, let's play smart. Dak, I think this to me is a Dak Prescott game, y'all. I just feel like he's going to have to make some big plays in this game. Whether it's his feet, his arm, he's going to have to make some plays in this game. I feel like they're going to be sitting on them short routes. They've been sitting on them short routes for the last couple of years. Hopefully we can challenge them deep, and hopefully we can see a Brandon Cook sighting, deep. I love to see him in this game get a deep ball and through that arrow celebration that we haven't seen all year. I want to see that arrow celebration in this game in San Francisco. All right. So let's utilize the guys that you probably ain't talking about. Jalen Tolbert, he could be sneaky, get a couple big catches. Michael Gallup, let's do a redemption game for you. You didn't play the best game in that San Francisco game. Let's get a little bit of redemption because they're going to be looking for CeeDee Lamb. So I think some of the other guys are going to have to step up and make some big plays. We got 7 catches from Jake Ferguson that last game. I love what they did with him. Let's see some Jake Ferguson, some Hunter Luepke, and let's get those offensive tackles playing some really good ball in this game. Because if those 2 offensive tackles play ball in this game, dog, I feel great about what we're going to do. I feel like if our offensive line plays good this game, we dominate the Niners, and that's my final word. Hey, I love being a Cowboy.
Big game, James.
Game changer.
Let's have some fun. Let's have a good time, man. Let's kick it.
We as fans don't control the outcome of the game. We are the voice for the voiceless as content creators. Our voice do matter, right? And we are like the small ripple that caused the tidal waves of everything. So it may seem as if though we don't do anything majorly, but it's the more and more we talk about it, those ripples do become tidal waves, right? Boss Cowboy and Big Game James. But we don't determine the outcome of this game as far as the fans. But we can start declaring, decreeing things. But I want to say it from this aspect, ladies and gentlemen. Damn if we do, damn if we don't.
Facts.
When we win, they're going to say, well, hey, now the Cowboys think this is their Super Bowl, right? And if we lose, it's the end of the world, the sky's falling. Yeah. And now we have to defend, because that's what we're going to do. We're going to protect and defend this team because we cherish and we love this team for all next week, right? Leading into the Chargers week. So I come out here to tell y'all right now, speak your mind. Don't let the 4-letter, the 3-letter network control you from being this docile fan. I want you to do what that is that being that fan. And remember what I said, the tidal wave. Sometimes these players, they do want to lean on what you are saying. They want those positive words. They want to have somebody to say, I got your back. Because in the 12th man, right, up in Seattle land, they believed the 12th man, they thought that they had the ability to change the outcome of the game by being who they are, the fans. So we got that same power if we can just start it right now this week. Be for your team. Speak positive things about your quarterback. Speak positive things about your defense. Let's figure this out. Let's say that Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn, they both cut their teeth at San Fran. Did y'all know that? So there's something about that for these boys to go out there to prove to the world that these two kings can go into San Fran and hand them that L that we didn't hand them that L last year in the playoffs. And it all starts now. Momentum is a silly thing. It's crazy. And hey, if for those who don't think that these little small victories can't mean anything, man, it's all about using this momentum to push you forward. And it's all like what my guy Big Game James and Boss just said. The mindset. You come into this game with that dominant mentality, confidence. You walk in there boldly, grace and mercy. Shoot, things start opening up for you. You know what I'm saying? And even if you are the ugly stripper, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can get your handsome king. You know what I'm saying out there for those strippers that's watching this show right now. You know what I'm saying? We like y'all all over here. Come on with it. I'm trying to turn the thing into a positive. hey, at one point in time, Cardi didn't have a teeth. You know what I'm saying? She turned into something. You know what I'm saying? You working with her. You know what I'm saying? Work with her. You know what I'm saying? You added some things. You got to work with it.
I got you.
As a man, you got to cultivate. You know, you got to start making sure you rip open some things and smooth it out when it's too rough and terrain. So we're going to cultivate this win. We're going to cultivate the ladies. We're going to cultivate the situation. We're going to get things going the best way possible because that's what we do, baby. Let's go. DC for life, not for short. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, drop it. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Those grills, drop it hard.
Let's go.
It's time to
Yes, indeed.
Carter, don't come after me now. Don't come after me. We love you.
I love you, Carter. You all right. And
just don't rob me. Don't rob me. Allegedly.
Oh,
allegedly.
don't drug me, Carter.
Don't drug me.
Allegedly.
I don't have that Tasha K money.
Law. I'm not gonna stop saying that this is a Super Bowl team, bro.
Let's go.
I'm not. I'm gonna keep saying it. It's just that they gotta stay focused. That's the main thing. You got the talent, Cowboys. You gotta stay focused.
Let's go.
Let's go, man!
I believe in y'all. Y'all can beat anybody when you play your best, most disciplined game. You got it, guys. We believe in you.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe. Got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my my change. Take some losses when I play. Charge it to the game.
Let's go.
I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reven now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up.